In completing my application form to get a life insurance, I got to the portion where they got to ask me, hey, who do you want to use for your next of kin? This got me thinking, should I use my spouse? Hey, come to think of it, what if I'm not there and he gives the money to another person? I'm not too comfortable with that. But for the kids, they are all above 18 now. I have 3 now. Do I use the first or the second or the third one? Who can take care of things when I'm not around? Or should I go give it to my brothers or sisters with this? But what is the probability that when I'm not there, they would come and use this money to take care of my children? Okay, so this is what we are looking at, everyone. We are getting to discuss who do we use for our next of kin on our insurance policies. Keep watching as we get to delve deep with decisions concerning the next of kin. Let's go. The decision of next of kin becomes one paramount factor so far as taking a life insurance is concerned. When you get to that point, all these questions comes to mind. Who do I appoint? Now, we consider certain factors before we appoint someone as a next of kin. The number one thing we'll be looking at before we appoint someone to be our next of kin on our insurance policies is the issue of trust. The word trustee also stands for a next of kin. So whenever you are buying an insurance policy and they ask you, who do you want to be your trustee? It's the same as what? Your next of kin. Your trustee coming from the word somebody you have a level of confidence, you have a level of belief, you trust that when I'm not around, I know this person will perfectly step in my shoes and accomplish everything I've ever dreamed of, especially for my dependents. So the level of trust for this person is extremely recommended. So always look out for somebody you can trust whenever it comes to your next of kin. We may not limit it to only spouse, we may not limit it to only kids, we may not limit it to only siblings or close people around us. But amidst all these people or category of people we've mentioned, which ones do we really have that confidence in to continue our legacies, to continue taking care of our dependents, even if we are not in the picture? And that is the person we are nominating for the next of kin. Number 2 we'll be considering is availability. Okay, so this person we are considering bringing on board as our next of kin should be available. For example, you cannot have all your next of kins residing in the US and you are in Ghana here. All things being equal, if we have people who are quite close here, it really helps. In the event of any unexpectancy, we know that we can easily fall on these fellows. So kindly select people who are quite available. Don't have all your next of kin distant from you. Sometimes in the event of this uncertainties, you realize that reaching them becomes quite difficult. So mind you, let's always select people who are quite available, who are quite geographically quite close to us. In the if expected happiness, we can easily reach them. And don't hide their positions in your policies too much away from them. We may have that issues that, hey, what if they turn to they stab us in the back just to go for our claims? Yes, but remember, we use these people because we have that trust with them. We can't trust anybody, but sometimes for these reasons, you need to learn to have a level of trust with certain individuals. My third point I'll be looking at before considering someone to allocate as my next of kin is somebody who has a fair view of my aspirations, my legacies, and my visions. My aspirations shouldn't die with me. My legacy, I came to exhibit in this world shouldn't go down the grave with me. My legacies should live after I visit my grave. So whenever we are bringing in a next of kin, ensure this is somebody who has a fair view of what you stand for as an individual. What would you always do on a good day? Decisions you would take, especially when it comes to your dependents, where you've always wanted them to reach in life. So, touch wood, when you are not around, this person, when he makes the claims, he wouldn't just allocate it anyhow, but he knew what Mr. A stood for and would ensure such is taken care of. My last but not the least point is your next of kin should be somebody you've known for a while. You shouldn't just meet somebody and because you just met the person, I wish to make the person my next of kin. No. This should be somebody you've traveled the journey in life with for a while. As a brother, as a sister, as a spouse, right? So whoever you are choosing to make a next of kin, ensure at least you know this person for a while. He just doesn't occupy the position she occupies. And for that reason, you are making the person the next of kin. Because this is my firstborn, he should be my next of kin. Because this is my spouse, he should just be my next of no. A next of kin should be somebody who doesn't just know your name or who doesn't just know you, but somebody who really knows you and he knows what you stand for. With these tidbits, I know you are going to pay attention whenever you are choosing somebody for your next of kin. They are not just there for any reason. They have very long significance or very impactful significance. Touch wood when you are not in the picture. Let's decide well. See you on my next episode.